Where were you on August 14th, 2003? I, just a 12-year-old kid, was sitting in my basement watching TV when all of a sudden, lights went out, plunged into darkness. And at the time, what was one of the worst blackouts in Northeast America, 50 million people were left out without the lights on. So I was able to just go outside and sit it out. But what were all the people supposed to do who relied on some type of transportation system to get them home from work that day? And what about all the people who were already in transit, who were stuck somewhere maybe remotely, or even worse, underground and in a dark tunnel? So I focus on railway systems, and we might think that those railway systems are maybe a bit of an older transportation system, but every day, millions of people are traveled across the world on some type of train, and billions worth of economic goods are transported and brought to market. However, these trains rely heavily on our electric grid, just like us. But when that grid goes down, the trains stop dead in their tracks and can't move until the lights come back on later on. Now in 2003, we waited for a couple of hours to a few days before everything started going back to normal. But really, how long could you wait for the lights to come back on? Could you go about 6 months like some have in Puerto Rico after the devastating effects of Hurricane Maria? Probably not. So I focus on using microgrids, a scaled-down version of the electric grid. It can work well in terms of emergency events like hurricanes, flash floods, snowstorms, ice storms, and using a more diverse supply of energy like solar panels, wind turbines, batteries, and fuel cells, they can work together and keep our trains moving in the good times and in the bad. Now, instead of just having one microgrid work by itself, I can have multiple microgrids work together using cooperative game theory strategies in order to get them to work together in good times and in bad. All at the same time as hoping to chisel away at the billions of dollars we spend and lose every year due to power outages from whatever reasons, like hurricanes, flash floods, and whatever other evils exist out there. And hopefully it allows us to keep people moving to where they need to be when they need to be there. Thank you.